when you download the Indiana Jones motion graphic template, it will come with 4 motion graphic templates. And I'm just gonna select these and bring them in to my graphics template in Adobe Premiere. You may have to bring these in one at a time, but once you get them in, this is what they look like. So you have the main title, you have the producers, the lead actor, and the basic starring in. So this one, we'll start with this one since it would probably be used the most. And go ahead and hit play. And yeah, it seems very basic, right? Kind of just fades in, fades out. Let's go ahead and put a video underneath just to kind of show you this in a little bit better detail. So yes, it fades in, and then right at the end, the black fades out first, and then the white follows. This text is reminiscent of all the Indiana Jones films except for, of course, Temple of Doom, which has a very different style to its opening credits. And while I pull elements from each of those films, this fade effect comes mostly from Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. It may be a little present in Raiders of the Lost Ark as well, but mostly I based the animation and style of this text off of Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And the nice thing about this is you can shorten this or extend it, and it will still have the fade in at the beginning and then go over here to the end. We'll have the fade out at the end. So just as long as you need it to last on the screen. So let's go over here to properties. And this is where we can change the properties of this effect. There's not really a whole lot that really needs to be changed, but let's say, you wanted to put your own name here. And then once I click off, it has changed. So this will do nothing. This one is, so I've got 2 properties right here. I've got the white text and the black text. Now the black text is linked to the white text as far as what you type in here. So nothing typed in here will affect the main effect. See, it does nothing. So however, the problem comes if we go with a different font here, and even I have found sometimes issues happen if you get this same Iowan old font, but it's named slightly different from where you get it from. That will also cause problems. So that's why I've made this available for you to go in and change the text. But I was not able to also link the black text effect in that regard. So what you want to do here is make sure that all the values match. And so if I increase the size of one, I need to make sure, I copy and paste that here. And yeah, it's a little annoying, but it's the way to get this effect to work. And I did think about linking the scale, but I didn't know how that might affect the overall look, and also I couldn't do anything about this the text and allow you to be able to change the text, and that was one of my biggest worries, so I just left it. So that's how this worked. However, the position I have combined, so you can adjust the position however you like, however you see fit. And the other thing is, when you do increase the font size, it's increasing it from the center point of the text. And that's no matter if you make the text small or large, it has a dynamic anchor point that will always be found right at the center of this. Now, if we move on, so basically, and that's basically how all of these work. The difference here, of course, is that now you've got additional properties here. So, I can change this to lead or lead actor, and could be, changed to with, or, however. And you can also change starring in, of course. And then you have this Avenir font as well. I do not own the license or commercial ability to be able to share these fonts with you, so unfortunately they are not included in this motion graphic template, but you can find something, you can find these online or something similar. And with these two, with the and, of course, you don't need to worry about, it's just one attribute. Same with starring in. It's just where we have these black and white characters that we have two things that need to be adjusted. So whatever you change to one, you need to change except for this isn't important, but you need to change the font style and size. Now, and you may notice with this one, whereas the lead actor, you know, his anchor point is in the center, this one is at the bottom, and this one should be at the top. Yep. And that just makes it a little bit easier, you know, if you're changing all these different sizes, then, you know, you may not have to adjust the position quite as much. You still can. You've got that function. You got that functionality with all of these, as you can see. But that just makes it a little easier on you. And this one is basically the same, other than the fact that you have two. Again, this is pretty much straight out of Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, although I think they had it, you know, up in this corner. And it says that, and then there's like a sign that says Atomic Cafe here. But yeah, again, you've got producer 1, producer 2, you know. You can change that to whatever you need it to be. And then this last one here, once again, you've got everything separated. Main title is here, mid title and subtitle. And if you don't want, for instance, let's say we don't want the mid title, right? Because we want it to say, because we want it to say, here, go to the subtitle, we want it to say The Last Crusade. Actually, let's go The Last Crusade. And I've got, oh, I hit my caps locks. You know, and we can just, you know, do all caps. Bring the position up here. You know, maybe make it smaller. Make the oh, not the mid title, because we got rid of that, right? So go up to main title. Let's increase. I like to increase the black because it's easier to see first. So kind of bring it up here, and then so we got 235.5. There you go. Now, there are a couple occasions where, like, I think Raiders of the Lost Ark has a different font for the subtitles, and so does Dial of Destiny. And I will show you, I don't have that included, but I can show you exactly how we can create it still. So just take this one, the lead actor, and we'll get rid of and then we'll say Raiders, and I accidentally changed that to italic somehow. Okay, nope, it needs to be bold. Okay, there we go. And we will want to make this a little bit bigger. And so something like that, or something like that, right? So there you have it. And again, all of these, once you get to the end, the black kind of goes out first and then the rest fades. So yeah, very simple effect, but definitely iconic.